Hello everyone around the world, I am William the Zebra. I'll caller bringing you live coverage for the season 30 finale for Camel's Premier Racing League. It's Wednesday night racing and we're taking the Cater M7s to historic Le Mans. We're going way back into the late 60s, early 70s to a prehistoric Le Mans before all the safety changes and regulations started to make their way, and you'll see what I mean. I mean, looking at the track map to the right of your screen there, you can see that not a lot is there. It's kind of just one big blob, it seems, but it is a lot different compared to the Le Mans that we know of today. Unfortunately, we will not be having any graphics up on screen. I use PlayStation Now on my computer, and it doesn't have DLC content, so I have to stream down here from my PS4. So this is all we're going to get, but I was able to do some math for you for the Group A and B fighting or battle to see who's going to be the Group A champion and Group B champion. Group C has already been locked up by Old Bear, so he will be in Group B at the start of season 31, and Hannibal Moore unable to make up any more ground. He's too far behind J-Mutt, so he'll be relegated down to Group B. And then Jacob D48, who did not make it tonight, will be relegated down to Group C, which means DJ is still going to get another crack at Group B next season, so congrats to him. 14 drivers lining up as we're winding down. 6 minutes to go as the drivers are making their qualifying runs. Looks like 3:47 so far being the top step as our current pole sitter is in the wall. So as the drivers are making their way through the Frenchland of old, we're gonna see who is close right now. 14 drivers lining up to hopefully take the start. Hopefully we won't lose any people as soon as the green flag drops, and hopefully we keep everyone here, because this is probably the biggest field that we've had in quite a bit. So let's hope that we start with 14 and end with 14. So let's see where everyone's at. Let's ride on board with Hannibal around old school Le Mans. So right here, there'd be the left-right chicane going up to Dunlap Bridge, but that's not there. Instead, kind of a roller coaster as you go way down over Dunlap Bridge. And then this section right here, the left-right hasn't really changed all that much as far as the layout of the track goes. And then this right-hander onto the very long Mulsanne straight. No chicanes on this one. And it's literally just miles and miles of public road that these guys are going to be riding on. You're going to have plenty of time to really think if you're going to have enough fuel, if you need tires, what have you. And if you have the right setup, you can really use this to stay in with the leaders with the draft. And you can actually save quite a bit of fuel if you're in the draft as well, because you can just lay off the throttle a bit and just kind of coast. And if you're in the draft, you can absolutely be smart about your fuel mileage here. 31 liters is going to be the max. And you just keep on driving, and then finally you're going to reach that little right-hand kink. Still going to be driving, and then you're going to reach this crest, which they flattened out due to the spectacular crashes over the years, especially with the late 90s, early 2000 prototype cars. And then of course the tight right-hander, that's not, maybe a little bit wider, not as sharp. Then going down this back stretch here. And again, you're going to have another little bit of time to kind of catch your breath and think and stay in the draft if you have a car in front of you. And then here's the fast right kink, and then into Indy right here. It's not as curved as it is today, with some kind of dirt mounds to prevent you from crashing over. And then the sharp right-hander. Again, another dirt mounds to prevent you from going over. That was their safety features back in the day, is just dirt, hay bales, and guardrail. That's all they ever needed, really. And then going into the final section here, what would be known as the Porsche S's later, as Hannibal's going 1.5 faster. Not very much curves. It's pretty simple, very prehistoric, rather. Do get a quick little right-left flick going on here. Get as close to the wall as you dare. And then you're already on your way home. And the Ford chicanes, you only get one chicane, and it's really quick. And here it comes. And it's really tight as well. And then the pit entrance is literally right off there. And that's going to be a lap around historic Le Mans. Nearly a 4-minute lap in these cars as Hannibal improves his time to 3:53.815 as time has expired. But Hannibal just got off his time, so we'll try to see where everyone else is at. One space so far holding the pole, and Camel's going to be off by 3/10. Texas Rooster coming up. Spud giving me the next one to cross. What time is he going to get? Oh, Texas loses it into the chicane as Spud crosses the line with an incomplete time. And he's going to go ahead and cross as well. Looks like Spoon's going to be the next one to cross. I'm sorry, Old Bear just crossed. He'll be staying in P5. Can Spoon improve his time? Can he get up to third position? He does not. He will stay fourth. That's going to be... Who's that jumped up? That was Will Fisher that jumped up. He's going to be in P3. And we'll get to more on that in just a bit. Still a couple more cars left to finish. That's going to be Potts and Rosta, sorry. Hannibal's going to have another crack at it. Drivers have 175 seconds left. And Pot's going to cross the line. What's his time going to be? It's going to be 10th fastest. Rosa is going to go 11th fastest, so Pot's starting P10. I think that only leaves Hannibal to finish his time, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Hannibal's going to be the last one to finish qualifying. He's going to have a little over 100 seconds to do so. Only a couple tenths down from starting 6th, getting past Old Bear. Going as far out to the wall. Don't know if he got any contact. Then into the final chicane. Oh, he's going to get time invalidated due to that chicane, and that's going to make him stay in 7th position. Take a look at your starting lineup for season 30 finale. One space, grabbing the top spot. He's going to be getting that bonus point that's really going to help him out. Camel in 2nd, Wolfphaser in 3rd. It's going to be your top 3. J-Mutt, Spoon running off your top 5. Old Bear, Hannibal Moore, DJ Vixen, Road King, and Potts going to be your starting 10. Rosta, Rooster, Spud, and Big Ton rounding out the rest of the field. Now, it is time to go over our points. I know we don't have a graphic up on the screen. I do apologize. The battle for Group A is rather intense. Wolfphaser leading Camel in one space by 26 and 28 points going into it. However, that is now 26 and 27. Camel and one space are separated by 1 point. So Wolfphaser, he's going to have a pretty bad night in order for him to really kind of fall down from it. Yeah, he's going to have a really bad night. So as long as he keeps it clean and finishes in the top 5, it's going to be his first CPRL League Championship and our 3rd ever League champion, Camel and J-Mutt being the other 2. But one space, he's still in the fight. He's still in the hunt. Only 27 points down, but he's going to have to win and get fastest lap to really help him out. And I just hope that Wolfphaser just has a very unlucky night. And then down in Group B, it's even tighter. Spoon is leading Potts by 10 points. And then Spoon is leading Road King by 21 points. There were some incidences reported last week at Zugo that has actually docked Spoon and Potts points. Spoon was only docked 3 points. Potts was docked 8 points. So if Potts didn't get in that big trouble with the stewards, he'd only be looking at a 2-point deficit. But now he's going to be looking at a 10-point deficit, and it's going to be close. It's going to be really close. Like I said, Old Bear wrapping up the Group C championship, so congrats to him. We'll see him up in Group B in season 35 with 91 points. Hannibal Moore, unfortunate for him, he is too far out, a whopping 50 points out from J-Mutt, so he'll be relegated down to Group A at season 31. Texas Rooster, Big Ton, Spud, all pretty tight for them. Rooster looking to finish P2 in Group C. Oh, so close. And currently he's actually 10th in the overall point standings. Like I said, DJ Vixen, with Jacob not showing up here tonight, he will be staying in Group B, while Jacob D48 will be relegated down to Group C. So we'll be keeping an eye on the battle for Group A and B throughout the night, which should be very, very exciting. So we're going to take a quick step away, and then we'll be going green flag racing. 1 hour and 20 minutes here at Historic Le Mans, excuse me. Looks like someone disconnected, so we're going to be taking a more prolonged break, unfortunately, before finale gets underway. So stay tuned. We're going to be doing a quick reset and a whole new room ordeal. So stay tight as we get everything all wrapped up, which means we'll be getting a rolling start here tonight. So it should be fun in the historic French sun. So stay tuned. All right, 14 drivers lining up, getting their pit strategies and their setups all loaded and ready to go. Chances are we'll probably be going green at the Mulsanne straight, so it should be a pretty chaotic start, actually, because these cars are going to be in the draft, and it's going to be pretty hectic as they file down into that sharp, like 95-degree right-hander. So let's see how things go. So it's going to be a rolling start, like I said, and the official green flag won't drop until probably the Mulsanne straight. I'm excited. A lot of drama, multiple battles going on. It's going to be fun. Will Phaser just needs to stay well up in front, and then he should have Group A figured out. So the car's going to be getting all lined up, getting the proper drivers up to front. One space can be your pole sitter, again getting that most important point, now only 27 down from the lead. And another bonus point will be handed to the driver with a fast lap as well. Also, Group B pole, that's also important to note as well. It actually goes to Spoon, so he'll be getting that bonus point. So now Potts going to have to beat him by 11 points. And Road King by 22. So everyone gets in line, and we should be ready to go green flag racing here very, very shortly. Again, 31 liters, going to be the max fuel limit for tonight. Did I say hour and 20? I meant an hour and 40. It's going to be a long, long race here. Holding 55, waiting until we get on the Mulsanne straight. We're still waiting. I think we're waiting until all the cars are on the straight. And we're green flag underway here at Historic Le Mans. One space going to try to get away from the group as fast as possible. And it's just a parade of cars as they go down the Mulsanne straight for the first time tonight. Already Camel's going to be making a run on the inside. Let's get a nice overhead shot, seeing about 8 cars within the shot. And again, they're all going to be in the draft here. And who's going to let up? If one person misses their mark, their braking mark, they're going bowling, and they're going to be crashing into a lot of cars up in front. So it kind of puts the leaders in a very, very precarious position. Look at that, all together. This is absolutely insane. Potts all the way in the back of this train. Look at that, got a car off. That's actually Potts in the grass. He's going to lose the draft, but it's not going to make that big of a deal as they're now going to be getting into the right-hander who's going to start braking, who's going to be the mad lad to brake late. Looks like everyone kind of follows protocol there and takes it nice and easy. Will Phaser still in third, J-Mud in fourth, Spoon in fifth, Old Bear in sixth, Hannibal in seventh, Potts down in 11th, and Road King either in 9th or 10th. Don't want to check just yet, but it's not looking good for those two. And now approaching Indy. Oh, Camel hard into the wall there. That's not going to help him in his championship chances at all. Looks like he's able to get it going, but that was a hard crash. And he's got to make up for the damage and the lost time. But one space still leading the group as they go into the third sector. There's Old Bear in front, followed by Hannibal and DJ right behind. Camel is limping. Try not to collect anyone else. They're going to have to be careful navigating because Camel is holding up about 4 or 5 cars behind him. Camel's trying to go as fast as he can with the damages he has. J-Mutt's got some damage as well, even bigger damage. And he's dropping even harder. Cars, they go through the S's there and through the chicane, and Camel's going to head right into the pits. And he's going to get as much fuel as he can, plus damage. I don't think he's going to take any tires, so he's going to be fuel and getting his damage fixed. Battle for position here. This is 6th, 7th, and 8th. We're following Rosa. He's in that orange car trying to get past DJ. There's Road King right behind him. Rosa scraping the wall there, and Road King's going to get around him. Way up against the wall, having a hard time getting off it. And finally does. Pot's now up to 8th. Road King now up to 6th, but he's got a long ways to make up to Spoon, who's a good 8 seconds in front of him. Camel out of the pits, all the way back in 13th. A good minute away from one space. And here comes Rosta in the draft of Potts. He's looking. And he's going to get the better run. These cars can only go so fast. They're just up the road. It's going to be Old Bear and Hannibal for 4th and 5th. There's DJ and Road King, and then Potts and Rosta. So got a little bit of tandem action going on here. Just trying to stay within each other's draft. Wolfhazer within a second of one space. Wolfhazer doesn't even have to win this. Just needs to stay clean the whole entire race. It's right on board with Hannibal. And they're slowly catching up to Spoon. Utilizing that draft, really helping them out. They're really just throwing in the car as much as they can. All season it's been a lot of like elevation changes with these cars, and this is probably the flattest track they're going to race on. Hannibal more darting to the right. Thought he had the better jump out of that right-hander, but Old Bear holding his own. Oh, one space gets loose. I don't know if he had any damage from that or not. Oh, he's kind of wiggling a little bit. Wolfface is going to take the lead. That's going to move Spoon up to 2nd. So let's follow one space around here. He is showing some cosmetic damage. Is he going to have to go and pit for mechanical damages, and yes, he will. There he goes. A couple other drivers kind of just swinging out wide, and that they're heading into the pits, but that's going to be one space down. That's going to allow Camel to overtake one space. But how unfortunate that the two drivers that needed the best of luck are having the worst of luck right now. We still have an hour and 30 to go. Anything can happen, but still, that is not what these two want to see right now. So they're going to have to push and hustle. Hannibal getting a good run. He's going to look to the inside. 3 cars behind them battling. That's Rosta, DJ, and Road King. Oh, car's getting a little squirrely there. There's Rosta getting past DJ, Road King behind them. These two are trying to utilize the draft to help catch up to Spoon. Spoon's pretty much a sitting duck. Wolf Phaser has that car faster, it seems. Take a look at it. 164 in the draft. Spoon going to 156. So with the help of the draft, these guys are catching quick, and this is going to be the equalizer right here. Is this draft, because now they're right up on Spoon. They still have a little bit of a straightaway to go. Oh, we got a car that's going to be Old Bear. Kind of zigzagging a bit. He had to check up, actually. Here comes DJ. Is he going to send it on the inside of Rosta? Doesn't look like it. Now this is the section where the leaders need to utilize to really pull away. Other than that, it's just a big old draft pack battle. Like I said, if they utilize the draft, they can save fuel if they do it right. Old Bear braking early. Oh, Roaster, that's Hannibal Moore hard into the wall there. Looks like Hannibal overshot his corner. But he's back up and running. Oh no, there's Hannibal, my bad. So more drivers falling to the wayside. So Old Bear now up in P3, Rosta 4th, DJ in 5th. DJ already got a top 5 this season. Can he make it another one? Down here though, Camel in one space. I think they're going to be working together as much as possible to catch up to the field ahead. Still plenty of racing. If they utilize the draft as much as possible, they can make up the lost time to Will Phaser. Rosa running a 354. And DJ really lost ground through that chicane. But again, if Rosa can just stay in that draft, I mean, Spoon's able to really pull away during the third sector of the track and kind of just yo-yoing pretty much. Camel with a 349. having the draft really helps with those fast times as well. Ooh, Camel's going to be nabbed with a penalty. 2-second penalty for Camel. Track limits are on. I mean, they're able to make up a good couple seconds, but once they get off the Mulsanne, the difference is too great during the other parts of the track to really close the gap in on the leaders. So having a good setup will most definitely help a lot. So this is interesting. I did say being the draft does feel safe. Rosta and Old Bear, they're 1 liter ahead of Spoon and Will Phaser. Oh, and Hannibal looks like he hasn't gotten that much damage, so he didn't have to pit, so he's still in the fight. Still in the fight. Rosa kind of looking around. Old Bear taking the middle line, really preventing Rosa to make any moves. Rosa getting on that dirt patch a little bit. Camel in one space, trading back and forth. So they're trying to catch up to Spud. And then they're going to be... Oh no, one space falling off big time. What happened there? Looks like he got loose going into Indy. Oh man, him and Camel were working really, really well. This is unfortunate. Camel needed that draft partner. Looks like he's going to have it in Spud. But I don't know how long that's going to last. Rosta about 1.5 seconds down from Old Bear. And Old Bear is able to keep up with Spoon. Actually, Spoon's dropping back some. He's lost a lot of time to Will Phaser. And these three, they need to work together to get back up there as well. Oh no, DJ smacking hard into the wall there. Getting a little bit too loose off corner entry. This track don't look tough, but it's taking a lot of victims here. Camel getting around Spud. And now he's a good 24, 25 seconds down from DJ. There's Will Phaser's red card just passing the camera. But we're watching Old Bear and Rosta slowly creep up to Spoon. Oh, Rosta looking to the inside a bit. Oh, Spoon off into the grass there a bit. Old Bear now up to second, Spoon in third, Rosa in fourth, Road King in fifth. But Pot's all the way down in 14th. So now it's up to Road King to see if he can't pass Old Spoon and win Group B. This is where a lot of mistakes have been happening. It's through Indy right there. All three drivers, although they're close, they're really holding it together. That's going to allow Will Phaser to take off now. I wonder if they're communicating with each other about trying to pit at the same time so that way none of them lose the draft. Spoon and Old Bear, they're really pushing. They're actually catching up to Will Phaser. Road King and Hannibal are right behind him. 3:53 for Rosa, that's going to be his best lap. 3:52 for Road King. Spoon dropping a position to Rosa. Rosa now up in P3. Camel made up some time to DJ. He's now 19 seconds behind. One space now down in 13th position. Whoa, Spoon really using all of the track, getting as close to the guardrail as he dares. Rosa taking the inside, getting a little bit loose. He did have second for a bit, but now it's going to be 3 wide down the Mulsanne, almost, just about. Spoon's going to follow behind Rosta. They're going to utilize this to close the gap in on Will Phaser. Look at that, 3 wide. Spoon using the side draft from both cars. This is going to be dangerous. If I'm Spoon, I want to take it easy. I don't want to try to go 3 wide for much longer. Rosta kind of switching back and forth between draft partners here. They're closing the gap in on Will Phaser. There he is. Will Phaser's so quick. And the other part's that it just doesn't make up for much. Oh, Old Bear off into the wall, slips. Oh, does he collect anyone? He does not, just himself. Oh my goodness, you gotta watch out though. Oh, he collects Road King and Hannibal. Road King saves it, but he's gonna lose a lot of time. Hannibal in the wall. As he's gonna get up to speed. DJ up to 6, now gonna be up to 5th. Camel's going to use this to capitalize. That could have been really, really big. Rosta overshooting his corner. Spoon now moving up. And here comes Road King. Now he's going to have a draft partner in Rosta to try to help catch up to Spoon. This is insane. DJ is going to try to get past a limping bear. Don't know how much damage both Hannibal and Old Bear have. DJ looking prime for a top 5 here tonight. Old Bear off into the... Oh man, DJ. Watch out. Old Bear needs to get out of the way before he collects another car. So DJ's heart is pounding, just trying to get around Old Bear right now. Oh, slides into it. into the little dirt mound there. How is Hannibal still carrying on? He's gotten pretty lucky, it seems. And we should see pit stops happening this time by, actually. Yes, pit stops will be happening right now. Camel, on the other hand, is going to be staying out for a couple more laps. And that should inherit the lead to him, and he's going to use that to try to go as far as he can. So he's going to be on different alternating strategies. Spoon with a 10-second penalty, a 10-second speeding penalty. There it is. That could be the championship right there, as long as Road King sticks within it, because Spoon can drop a couple of positions if he's not careful. Oh, we have a car off. That's Hannibal. He didn't know where the... I don't know if he just missed his braking point or he didn't know where the pit entrance was. But Camel also got nabbed. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, yeah, okay. Camel's already got that penalty. My bad. But it's going to be Camel now taking the lead, still with a 2-second penalty. Will Phaser is going to... Nope. Will Phaser is going to be back out 6 seconds in front of Spoon with that 10-second penalty. That's not going to help him out. But Road King, a good 5 seconds. I think Spoon's going to have to finish 2 to 3 positions below Road King in order for Road King to take the Group B championship. Roast on a full tank of gas. Spud and one space not working together. Big Ton and Texas Rooster in the pits. That should help out one space a bit. But he still has a long way to go. Take a look at everyone's fastest lap. So far, Camel's the only one to go sub 350 in the race. Oh, I'm sorry, one space going sub 340, going 338. Taking that extra point away from Camel as it stands. Road King with the fastest lap in Group B. Wow, yeah. These fast laps are really up to anyone. As long as they have the draft, they should be fine. Rose is going to file right behind Hannibal. So they're going to try to make their way back up to the pack. Whoa, Hannibal. Hold on to it. Wolf Phaser slowly catching up to Camel now within 5 seconds. Camel's going to have to pit in 2 laps, it seems. An hour and 11 left in the historic Le Mans race. J-Mutt getting around. Oh, Road King hard into the wall. Oh, no. That is not good at all, as here comes the brigade to potentially overtake him. Oh, Camel's pedal broke. Uh-oh. That was 22 minutes ago. So Camel's racing with a broken pedal. Hannibal getting around Road King. I think Road King might have gotten lucky with damage, actually. Now he's in the draft. He's got to make up time, though. He's got to make up a lot of time. Camel still being able to pull away from Will Phaser, though. It's pulled away by about 2 seconds. So it looks like about 6 laps will give you the a full run. Road King is just getting up to 160, but roasted about 4 miles an hour faster. So Road King's definitely got some damage to his engine. Not being able to stick up with the full speed. And he's losing the draft because of it, and that's really going to hurt him. And he's going to have to continue running like that until he has to pit in about 5 laps or so. And these two, they're going to work together the best they can to try and catch up to the cars in front. So Roast is going to go and get by Hannibal. Hannibal's going to lay off the throttle a bit. Oh, Road King off into the mound. It's going to slow him down even more. And Camel going into the pits. He had about, 3 liters of fuel. So that's going to give Will Phaser the lead right back. And J-Mutt should be coming in this time as well. Spoon now up in the second. Camel now with a speeding penalty, so now he's got 12 seconds added to his final time. So now he has an even bigger hill to climb. Old Bear now trying to get around Road King. But Camel coming out, and he's coming out in third actually, so utilizing as much speed as he can, and he's up in the P3 and well ahead. All those other people seem to have some damage that they needed to fix, or they just got caught up in some other stuff. So Camel looking strong. It's definitely going to be a podium sitter. Question is will Camel have to pit before the checkered flag flies in an hour and 5? Yeah, Road King going into the pits to get damage fixed on his vehicle. He's down in 9th. Pot's still down in 14th. J-Muck coming out behind DJ. So let's see if they can't work together to try to close the gaps to the cars in front. Doing the old leapfrog technique, trying to carry as much speed from one car to another. Try to close this gap in. So Camel's got his car set up to be running full speed nearly full speed without the draft. So they're not going to be able to catch them as quick as the others. J-Muck going on the inside of DJ. DJ letting off the throttle a bit, let the faster guy go on by and trying to, again, get close to the old bear, who's a good 18 seconds off. Oh, big collision. Rosa and Hannibal getting into it. This car's having a lot of trouble through that section of the track, catching a lot of drivers out, unfortunately. Don't know how bad the damage is going to be on those cars. Some tank slappers for sure. Don't know if there's going to be any suspension or steering damage. And they were catching up as well. They were 35 seconds out, and they're actually catching up to Camel. Very, very unfortunate for that. DJ running his fastest lap so far, 2 seconds up at the end of Sector 2. Oh man, getting so close to the wall there. Again, trying to utilize as much of the track as possible. I see DJ kind of playing with his throttle. He's going to run a 353. I'm pretty dang fast. Wait, I thought I saw one space like a 338. Where the heck did I see that? Huh, that's weird. But no, Camel running a 349. The only driver to get below a 350. Yeah, that's weird. I thought I saw a 338 or something. I'm like, that's not right. So I do apologize about that. So far, Camel having the bonus point in fastest time so far. And everyone's all nice and spread out now. Rosa's saving some fuel, using a little bit of throttle control in the draft. Here comes Old Bear right up behind them. Slowly catching up. Hopefully these two don't make the same mistake. As they did before, they need to use each other to catch up. I don't know if they're making up any time to Camel. I think they've actually lost a couple seconds to him, actually. I don't know if they get Old Bear in the mix, if that's going to help him out any. Oh, Camel catching up to Spoon. Spoon hard into the wall. Don't know if that's what Road King needs. Road King definitely needs a miracle. We're going to follow around Spud, see how much that's damaged his car, if any. Old Bear now up to Rosta and Hannibal for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Looks like he's fallen off. Old Bear had an incident somewhere. Ooh, Spoon only going 136 by himself. He's got some damage. Class Group B just got interesting. Yeah, he's losing a lot of time. Look, he's swerving on the straightaways as well. He's got some big damage. And that's allowing these guys to catch up quick. So all these damages are causing these drivers to have different pit strategies. Which may change the course of the race, not entirely sure yet. Spoon has lost 3 seconds on the Mulsanne straight. Hannibal's got to be careful getting into that grass. Hannibal getting a good run, though. Rosa kind of taking it easy. DJ has had an off somewhere. Yeah, big off. Must have gotten in the grass or something. There's Road King right behind him. I'm going to try to capitalize on the mistake. I know that I've mentioned racing kind of being like chess, and I mean, this is the most kind of, it's a thinker's race, really. It's a very patient race. It's going to benefit those who are patient and careful, because if both cars are up to speed, you can't pass on these straightaways. So, I mean, if you really want that position, you're really going to have to do something creative, get a little bit brave. Spoon's going to dive into the pits. Did he get nabbed for another speeding penalty? He did not. So that's good news for him. But we're going to follow around Road King. Let's see if he can't get in front of Spoon and beat him out of the pits. I mean, he should be able to with ease, actually. Question is, how much damage does Spoon have compared to the damage that Road King has? I think Road King had less damage to repair because he was able to at least keep 150. Spoon was only holding 136. So here they come, Road King. It's going to go and pass Spoon in the pits. Just still staying in there. Now he's out. And one space is going to overtake him. But one space you have to come in and pit in a couple laps anyway, so Spoon's going to get back out in front. However, Road King and DJ, they're using the draft. They're going to try to push as much as possible. Yeah, they're going to try to push away from Spoon as much as they can. DJ moving out of the way for Road King. 52.5 minutes to go. I wonder if Road King, if it comes down to it, if Road King is going to talk to DJ about letting him have the position if DJ's in front of him for the championship. I mean, it's possible. I think Road King and DJ might work out some sort of deal if it comes down to it. Will Phaser now in the pits. Spud also in the pits. And Camel, he's just going to be getting out in front of Will Phaser. Will Phaser is out, underway. And there goes Camel to retake the lead with 51 minutes to go. Camel's got to pit in about 2 laps anyway. J-Mud has caught up to Old Bear. So J-Mud making his way up. Got a great run through the S's there. Ooh, getting a little bit loose. Now J-Mud up in the top 5. Hannibal and Rosa still working together. Hannibal in the pits. Ross is going to stay out for another lap. Old Bear in the pits. That's going to put J Mud up to 4th. And I think DJ is going to come in this time as well. So Spoon down in 10th. Oh, man. Road King's going to get past a couple people, so he's going to be up in 5th. Spoon is still down in 10th. One space in as well. And he's going to go ahead and pass DJ and one space in the pits, so that's going to see him up in 8th. It's going to be a good battle to watch. You know, it's not on track, but it is for points and it is for a championship and to get into the illustrious Group A. So we have reached... Yes, we have reached halfway. Cross Flags route. 100 minutes of racing, an hour and 40 minutes, and we have reached the halfway point. So it's time for our laps with the leader. We're going to be going on Camel on board for, I think, until he comes in, which will be next time around if I'm not mistaken. So we'll do a couple laps with Camel as he tears it around historic Le Mans. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm going to step away for a brief moment. All right, we are back. That was a good 2 laps around historic Le Mans with Camel. Hope everyone was able to take in the beautiful historic scenery. As Camel should be coming into pit this time by. Wolf Phaser has a little draft buddy though for the time being. And still, Rosta and Hannibal are working together. Road King is up to 4th. Spoon in 8th. So as it stands right now, Road King would have Group B, would have the Group B championship. So it is very, very close. But again, we're just kind of just lying in wait for the final 10 minutes or so to really kind of wrap this all together to see if anyone can catch anyone, if anyone's going to make the mistakes, as Road King and J-Mutt are heading into the pits now. Let's see where that's going to put Spoon at. Oh, that's going to put Spoon just ahead of Road King. So Camel's still in the lead of Will Phaser. However, he should be coming in this time by. He's that red dot up at the top of your track map to the right of your screen. So let's follow Camel as he heads into the pits with 1 liter of fuel. But they're going to have to pit a couple more times, it seems. But I think Camel's going to be able to salvage out 2nd place miraculously. And Road King's going to utilize DJ to catch up to Spoon. And remember, Spoon's got that 10-second penalty that's going to be added to the end of his time. So basically, Road King wants to try to get as far ahead of Spoon as possible, and hopefully Spoon kind of gets closer to people. But as it stands, the worst that Spoon can finish right now is 9th, so Road King's going to have to get a move on. Oh, that's going to be Spoon off into the wall there. I don't know what's going on. Like, stay in the middle of the road, guys. Oh, Spoon. Oh, no. That might be his championship chances over, but I don't understand how they're crashing on a straightaway. Just stick to the middle of the track. You're not going any faster. It's so much safer that way. I don't get it. I honestly don't understand. I'm so confused by... Okay, I'm so confused. Stay to the middle of the track, guys, please. So Spoon now down to 9th with some damages, so he's got to go in and pit again. That's going to put him down even further. So as long as Road King doesn't make the same mistakes, Road King's going to be our Group E champion. But we still have about 38 minutes to discover that as Hannibal and J-Mutt are battling it out for 4th and 5th. As J-Mutt gets around Hannibal, no problem. 2 Group A guys battling it out. One of them soon to be Group B, unfortunately. Just couldn't find that car. Just couldn't find the car this season. Really, really unfortunate. That's Roast up in front, currently sitting P3. Camel ran a 351.1, Will Fazer ran a 352.7, so a second and a half faster, and that time is going to add up over the course of the race, but that 12-second time penalty is really going to hurt Camel. But still, Will Fazer still looking good. Will Fazer can have a pretty hard wreck and still come out second. Like I said, Camel would have to finish first and Will Fazer would have to finish like in 10th. Somewhere around there for Camel to walk away with the championship, so not looking very likely. But these three are pretty close. This is going to be the main battle for the bottom step of the podium. As long as they can stay clean, this should be good. J-Mutt has more fuel. Hamill's going to have to pit before. DJ looking good for... DJ's still looking good, just sitting outside the top 5. Road King trying to catch up, trying to make up any time. But looks like Spoon got away pretty lucky, going 157. That's Potts in front of him, who's a lap car. He's in 13th. Camel ran a 427. Did he crash? Was that his outlap? I'm so confused. Short-term memory, literally. Wow. J-Mutt is now caught up to Rosta. Hannibal is being left in the dust. Comes J-Mutt around the outside, going to the inside through the S's, and he's going to have the position done and taken care of. Car's high revving at about 7100 RPMs. One space has a time penalty, a 43-second time penalty. Jeez. A lot of original top runners having these time penalties added onto them, not making their lives any easier. J-Mutt running a lot faster, able to pull away. Rosa getting dangerously close, flirting with that grass there. Camel running at 351. Wolf-Asia got to coming in pit and a couple laps time. I think he's going to have to pit one more time. I think Camel's going to have to pit one more time as well. Blue flag. Oh no! Camel almost collecting a car. Who is that? That's Spud. That would have been really, really bad. Everyone's all spread out, unfortunately, so not much going on here. We still have half an hour of racing left over for these guys. One space catching up to Road King, who's currently 7th. Spoon in 9th, which is as low as he can go. Hannibal Moore is going to go into the pits. I don't know if he's going to have to go in another time or not. It's going to be close. It's going to be close on time. Wolf-Asia definitely have to come in. Road King getting around Hannibal. So is one space. Spoon is pretty far off. One space having to serve is going to be 43-second penalty so far. So we might see him drop all the way down to 9th position. Old Bear was running in the top 5, but now he's down in 10th. So he's been having some trouble with his car, unfortunately. And he's all by himself. He is... I'm sorry, that's Big Ton. There's Old Bear. I mean, even he's all by himself. Good 20 seconds out. Road King in one space, using the draft to help each other out. Road King a good 40 seconds out from Spoon, but every position is going to help out his case. One Space is looking racy as well, trying to. They're actually slowly catching up to DJ, who's sitting in 5th right now. And DJ and One Space have kind of rotated on the same pit strategy, it seems. So both of them can stay out for another lap. Rosta, he can stay out for another lap after this. Wolfphase is going to be coming in this time by. Was going to give Camel the lead right back. He hasn't been making up much time. Only made up a half a second last time around as One Space gets around DJ. And DJ getting loose through the Porsche S. And he's going to drop down to 8th position behind Hannibal. So One Space heading to the pits. That's going to give Road King a top 5. No, Road King is actually going to head into the pits as well. And DJ's heading in as well. Yeah, Road King, he's going to get 31 liters, and he's going to last until the end with 17.5 liters. He's got plenty of space between him and Spoon. Spoon is going to have to pit one more time at the very, very end, it looks like. One Space is out. Road King is out as well. I think he's going to beat Spoon. He is. That's really important for Road King. DJ's still in the pits, and he is off. So Spoon's going to have to be careful with his fuel. Camel now within 25.5 seconds of Will Phaser up in front. Will Phaser's going to head into the pits this time by, and there he goes. And that should give Camel the lead. And he's going to have to make that fuel stretch as long as he can. And extend this lead that he's about to inherit if he wants to win. So far, luck isn't on Camel's side. I think Will Phaser is... Oh, Camel's just going to beat him out. Will Phaser coming out the pits. As the game figures out. So about 7 seconds. So Camel's really going to want to push as far and fast as he can. We're getting down to it. 22 minutes to go. Pit strategies are going to be everything as Rosta's going to head into the pits. And now just coming out. Hannibal should have enough fuel to make it. Pretty sure all these cars do. One Space does. Spoon will not. Do apologize for the lack of commentary. This track is just so big and kind of wide open that don't really get kind of side-by-side battles because it's all just utilizing the draft and trying to catch up to the cars in front. Remember, Spoon is going to be now with a 10-second penalty. So these two can stay within each other. Oh, there goes Potts around. They navigate that safely. Good on them and good on Potts for just staying there and waiting. But these two can use the draft to catch up to Spoon. Spoon could drop from 8th to 10th. So we have 20 minutes to go. Camel is going to have to pit one more time, unfortunately. Yeah, as we have about 5 laps to go. Camel's only going to have enough for about 2 of them. Had a little bit of an issue with fuel. Was it last week or a couple of weeks ago? But Camel ran out of fuel. The game told him that, yeah, you're good, you're in the clear, and then turns out that wasn't the case. And they're slowly chasing down Spoon. Now within 24 seconds. I think Old Bear might have to pit again. DJ's gonna be good. It's gonna be close for Spoon, actually. It's gonna be really close for Spoon. Rosta already losing the draft completely. He's got to get a move on. As it stands, Road King will not be winning the championship in Group B. Wow. Oh, Road King almost losing it there. That's going to allow Spoon to catch back up. And Road King can afford a push. Spoon's going to have to be careful. You know, Spoon's going to have to come in. He's going to have to come in. In other news, Camel's pulling away. 11-second lead over Will Phaser. Camel can stay out for one more lap, I think. And he's going to utilize that to push as far as he can. And I think he's going to get enough fuel as he can. Texas getting around Big Ton. Old Bear and DJ still using each other. I think Camel can stay out another lap. It's going to be tight. No, I don't think so. I think Camel's going to have to come in and pit this time by. Let's see what he does. Yeah, I don't think he'll have enough fuel. He's going to have to come in and pit this time by. Made up a 12-second gap. You have to be careful, though, of the pit. And he's making a pit stop, and he's good. No penalty for him. Stopping. Wolfface is going to get past him. Made a 12-second gap. Camel's going to put in just enough fuel, and then he's going to go and head on out to... And he is off. Pit speed limit is 37 miles an hour. So slow. And he is off, and he's got a big chunk to make up. Wolfface is going to have enough fuel to make it to the end. Camel's going to be a good 17 seconds off, 18 seconds off, plus a 12-second penalty if he wants to win this. J-Mutt's going to head into the pits for the last time as well. I think J-Mutt's still going to come out ahead of Rosta. Remember, one space is a 43-second penalty. But that's not going to help out Road King, because Roast is going to drop down to, I think, 9th or even 10th. Oh, yeah, Spoon's not going to make it. Spoon's going to have to come in and pit. Yeah, he can afford to stay out for one more lap, but after that, that's going to be it. And it is going to be close. Yeah, because Old Bear's going to have to pit. DJ can stay out. He'll overtake Spoon. 'So we can expect about 4.5 to 5 liters of fuel a lap. Oh yeah, he should be good. Well, Phaser should be good to the end as we're coming up on what I assume to be about 3 laps to go. And 12 minutes to go. It actually might be 4 laps to go. And if so, he's got to be careful. Because if he crosses the finish line with too little fuel, he may run out. And there's only 10 cars in the lead lap, and if that's the case, if he runs out, I think Camel might pick up the championship win with it. So Will Fazer, yes, he wants to go fast. He wants to stay ahead of Camel. But not too fast where he crosses the line with 1 to go and not enough fuel to make it to the end. So we're going to be following Will Fazer. Let's see just what exactly he does. Or if there's going to be enough time, he can actually slow down, let Camel cross first, and then... Oh no, because Camel's going to want to push then. 1 space up to Hannibal. In the meantime, let's check down on Spoon. Spoon's going to have to come in this time. That's good news for Road King. Will Fazer running about 2 miles an hour or less. That's going to allow Camel to slowly reel in Will Fazer, now within 20 seconds. 1 space getting past Hannibal. Hannibal really loose over the crest there. Oh man, it's going to be so close. I think there's 5 seconds. I think Will Fazer will definitely limp it across the line. Yeah, because Will Fazer is just shy of 3 full laps of fuel. Road King now up to 6. Hannibal going into pit. That is important for Road King. What is Will Fazer gonna do? This is the whole story in itself. Because he's pulling away. Camel's able to make up some ground on the Mulsanne, but definitely not going to be enough in this short period of time. Will Fazer's also going to have to be careful. You know, he wants to go fast. He wants to push the limits. But he can't cause any damage to his car, because that's really going to affect him on the straights. Coming across the line. Ooh, he ran his fastest lap at 3:49.054. I think that actually might be quicker than Camel's lap. It is. Will Fazer got the fast lap of the race. So Will Fazer just nabbed the fastest lap, which is giving him that bonus point, giving him a little bit more buffer. Now he is 27 points up on Camel as they stand in the standings, not counting the results from this race. So it came across, and if they were racing at the same pace, it would be 3 to go, but I kind of want to call it on 2 to go. Just because of what I think Will Fazer is going to do at the end. Good news for him is he's going to be getting a nice tow and draft, so he can at least conserve a little bit of fuel in the draft. This is either going to hurt or hinder him. I'm not entirely sure. This is so close. It's going to be very, very tight on fuel for Will Phaser. However, he's not reaching the full one. He's not reaching 160. Camel is, and he's got a draft. Will Phaser into the wall. What happened there? What happened there? That's going to be big for Camel. What in the world happened there? Take an eye off him to look over at Camel and his speeds, and Will Phaser sliding into the wall. However, that may help him. Maybe. I mean, I am talking about the win, of course. Allow Camel to catch up. 13.2 down. That is 12-second worth of penalty. Spoon's got 50. Okay, so, yeah, 50 seconds. Spoon's going to drop down to 10th. I think Roe King's going to win Group B. So Will Phaser had a big lead there. I don't think he can afford to slow down and fear Camel might pass him. Oh man, here we go. Oh, there's no way. There is no way. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go still. Will Phaser now with a time penalty of 1 second. 2 laps to go. Will Phaser's going to have to make 9 liters last 2 laps. Or he's really going to have to slow his pace down. Because Camel is going to catch him quick. He is going to make sure that they go that extra lap. Because Camel has the fuel for it. Old Bear with a time penalty. 1 second worth. I think the fuel saving has begun. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know. The Camel is faster in the straightaway. Camel sees him. Is that red car up front? Yeah, the fuel saving has begun for Will Phaser. Camel is catching him quick. Yeah, Will Phaser just bogging at about 150 right now. Camel is moving though, going a full 10 miles an hour faster after the right kink. I don't think Will Phaser's time is going to be slow enough. Rosta going in the pits. That's an interesting move. That's going to put... Yo, it is coming down. 6 liters left in the tank for Will Phaser. He's throttling it. Camel, if Camel gets past him, it is going to be one more lap. And that's going to put Will Phaser at such a big risk. Here he comes, 4 seconds and counting. It's getting close to it. He's got to get through a lap car, though. He is trying to preserve as much fuel as he can and also slow down his time. Camel is catching him, though. You know, once he passes him, it's going to be close when it's going to get done. But I think Camel's going to get the job done because Will Phaser, he's going to have to preserve fuel. Here comes Camel, though. Blue flag, almost colliding with the car. Should have stayed out of the way a lot earlier than that. Here comes Camel. This is awful news. This is horrible news for Will Phaser. Will Phaser's not going to have enough fuel to make it to the end. Camel is going to have enough. Here they go. Camel moves on to the inside. They touch. Where? Goddamn car. Will Phaser and Camel collide. Will Phaser's got to go into the pits, though. As it crosses the line, white flag is out. Camel's going to have enough fuel to make it. Will Phaser's going to have to go in and pit. But he's got such a big lead that it's not going to matter. Camel's going to go on to win the race. Will Phaser's going to come in second. My gosh dang game didn't let me see the freaking accident either. That sucks so bad. Spoon getting spun out, though. Hard into the wall. Road King's gonna have to come in and pit. Where's Spoon in relation to Camel? Hold on. I don't know if Road King will be able to see this, but J Mud got a time penalty as well. Everyone getting their time penalties at the very end of the race, but Road King's gonna have to come in and pit. Just for another lap. So he's going to drop down to what I think is going to be about 7th. Wow, that extra lap has really thrown everyone for a loop. Oh no, there goes Road King. Road King's off. Oh my gosh. This is stressful. This is stressful to try to figure out what's going on. Yeah, Road King's gonna have to go in and pit. Oh my goodness gracious. Camel coming to the end of the Mulsanne for the final time. 1 space into the pits. If I remember, 1 space got that 50-second penalty. That may help. I don't know. It's going to be close. DJ also going into pit as well. Spoon, remember he's got a penalty as well, so he can get around Hannibal, but he's still going to fall back. Spoon's got the 50-second. Oh my God. Look at all these penalties. Everyone's throwing caution to the penalty win pretty much. And Camel's going to come across and he's going to win historic Le Mans. But unfortunately, this man right here, I think he also took the fastest lap away from him too. He did. Ladies and gentlemen, your season 30 champion, Will Fazer himself, he's going to take it. Unbelievable. Okay, this is what we have to figure out now. Road King's up in 6th. Spoon, after his penalties are served, he's going to drop down to... He's going to drop all the way down to 10th. Oh my gosh. Road King's up in 6th. Spoon finishes 50-second penalty. He'll drop down to 10th. 6th place is 17 points. 10th is 9 points plus. Road King ran a 351.4. Spoon ran a 353. That's going to put Road King out of Group B championship by 1 point. Oh wait, who got Group B pole? Who got Group B pole? I think it was Spoon that did actually. Hold on. Figuring this out as the race wraps up. We still got time though. Spoon did get Group B pole. Oh no. Wow. Spoon is going to be your Group B champion. Unbelievable. Oh, Rosa's on his roof. Rosa flipped on his... How the heck did that... Does he have a reset button? Rosa, you can reset. What the hell just happened? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hold the phone. Road King just needs to get around. Does he have any penalties? No. Road King gets around Rosta. Road King gets around Rosta. Oh my goodness gracious. I think Road King, with the mistake that Rosta made, Road King, he's going to take... I can't believe... Road King is going to take Group B. He's going to take Group B with the mistake that Rosta made. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that just happened. Oh no, maybe not. Old Bear falling off. Old Bear's falling off. Hold on. No. This thing's still not over. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Spoon crosses the line. Now we just crosses the line. Now we wait for the... What the hell is going on? DJ hard on the wall. DJ, what are you doing? DJ's... Oh my... What the hell is going on? I don't even know. Where's Old Bear? Old Bear's trying to limp it home. That's not going to be... Are you serious? With the 50-second penalty. Oh my God. DJ's gonna come across the line and Spoon finishes in P8. What we originally thought was gonna be 10th place. I'm at a loss for words. I'm at such a loss for words right now. What just happened? Old Bear ran out of fuel. Did he get lapped? He must have gotten lapped then by Camel at the very end. Because as soon as DJ crossed the line, the race... Oh my gosh. There's no way that just happened. Yeah, if that was 10th, I think that would have been... Oh my gosh. Road King getting cheated out of Group B. Spoon is going to be your Group B champion. Oh my gosh, I can't even get... Okay. Take a look at your final results. Camel, Will Phaser, and J Mutt going to be your podium for the... Oh. Wow, okay. Let's get our I can't believe we're gonna get I am a broken man. Alright, let's get J Mutt. Let's get Spoon. Alright, we're gonna wait for podium finishers and champions to come on in. Alright, J-Mutt, you got your ears on?
I'm here, man.
Alright, P3 for you here at Historic Le Mans. I keep wanting to say Historic, come on. Historic Le Mans. That race looked tough on all of the drivers. It just, I mean, hour and 40 minutes in these cars just they just couldn't seem to stay away from the grass, it seems, and the car just looked slippery in some of the corners. But just tell me how your race experience went. You kind of had an early off. You kind of had an off early on in the race, and you were able to bounce back and get a podium out of it. So how did your race experience go?
Yeah, I mean, overall it was pretty good. Probably my best Le Mans finish, because usually I as you very well know, I pretty much quit out of them after I wrecked about 3 times. So no, I mean it was a tough race for sure, especially with these cars. They're just kind of unpredictable. Those high speeds, and there at the beginning, I was just trying to keep pace with one space and Will, and I was having issues with that section of track. I mean, it's so tempting to go full throttle through there, and I mean, I backed out of it early and still hit the wall. So just just kind of to get a feel for the car once we were under race conditions, and yeah, I mean, overall bounced back pretty quickly, and second half of the race was pretty uneventful. Had a couple run-ins with that same section of track, and had Ricky pull out in front of me once, and after that, I mean, it was pretty uneventful. But yeah, I mean, it was a good finish. Happy to walk away with the podium, and get rid of these cars and head on to the next set of cars we have lined up. So.
Yeah, it should be fun for season 31. But again, congrats on your podium for tonight. I'm sure that's a big win in your column. As you said, just not being able to back out, be able to recover and finish so strongly. But thank you very much. Let's talk to the miraculous, I say miraculous, Spoon 951 is your Group B champion. I don't know. If you go back and watch the stream, I'm just stammering and stuttering trying to figure out what happened. But Spoon, you are the Group B champion by a couple of points. Miraculously, because you had a 50-second penalty that would be added. I was predicting that you're going to finish 10th at the way things were going, but Old Bear had a throttle it, or he got lapped on the last lap or something, and DJ didn't finish within 40 seconds, so that kept you in the Group B points lead. So congratulations on being promoted up to Group A and the Season 30 Group B championship.
Thanks, man. It was actually a really good season. I enjoyed this car a lot. I was kind of disappointed in tonight. I tried my hardest to stay in the draft. I knew I didn't have the top end, but if I stayed in the draft, I had it. And I knew I had pretty good in the turns and stuff, but I guess it just kind of didn't play out tonight. There's a couple, I pushed a little too hard in a couple spots, and it cost me. I mean, overall, it was a good night. Looking really forward to next season too.
All right, well, it's good to see you. Look forward to next season, as you're going to be in Group A. So let's see how well you can challenge up with the big boys up there with Will Phaser, Camel, and One Space. But congrats on your Group B championship and just a miraculous finish at that to hand you over the championship. I still can't get over that. That's going to keep me that's going to keep me awake at night on how that happened. But congrats nonetheless, and we will see you next week for the start of season 31.
All right, man. Thank you.
No problem. All right, last man that we're going to talk to tonight, it's going to be Camel, your race winner. That track, I said it to J-Mutt, that track just looks so difficult for a lot of people. I mean, you crashed early on, and you were able to recover. Unfortunately, you had some time penalties as well, and you had a pretty big points gap to make up on Will Phaser to take home the championship, and he just had a cleaner race and stayed out of trouble. And I mean, you got the race win overall, but I think he's the third driver to actually take home the championship for CPRL. So
He's
I mean, second. Oh, I thought J-Mutt won.
Yeah, J-Mutt's. Oh, well, third driver overall. I thought you meant besides me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Third driver overall. But I mean, this season was definitely a special season for you, having some surgery done, and you kind of weren't on your full game that week after doing a quick recovery. So, but I mean, it's still really impressive to see you just bounce back and finish second in points, and had one hell of a run tonight. Just tell me about your race experience. Did you have trouble with the car and the track, and just keeping it out of trouble?
Well, it was tough. The car is tough as it is, and then the track kind of adds to it. But right when we were qualifying, I was coming to my second lap, and the base that my pedals are attached to, the base of my rig, I was pushing on the brake coming that last turn, and the whole assembly broke off of my rig, and I spent the last 5 minutes of qualifying I got the wife out here trying to rig it up, and got some concrete blocks and stuff around it and a broomstick to kind of hold it straight against the TV stand. But I had to adjust to that during the race, and that's really what caused me to wreck in that first little turn we went into, because when I pushed down on the brake, the assembly shifted forward about 3 inches, and I thought it broke again, but once it went forward, it was stuck. And as long as I kept pressing on it with the brake or the gas, it stayed there. But yeah, so that was my struggle. Once I got used to how it was working, I was fine. But yeah, the season, tough season. You know, I don't feel like the surgery held me back any. Like I said, I was able to race and a little bit of pain, but racing gets your mind off that stuff. So, but I'm definitely glad to be moving on. I want to congratulate Will. He did everything he had to do, but I do feel like he was. I think a few of the other guys too. I feel like he was driving a completely different car than we were this season. He was unbeatable in this car, and I don't think there's any way anyone with a steering wheel could outdo that car in his hands. But he did everything he had to do. Congrats to him, and we'll move on to the Mustang. I think that'll be a good series coming up. Should be a lot more level playing field. Should see some tighter racing. So you can go side by side in them cars where these are a little tough.
Yeah, this car was kind of a mixture of like open and closed wheel racing, so it was really hard to go side by side. But yeah, I mean, just watching Will Phaser, definitely the controllers got the advantage as compared to the wheel. Just he was just able just to rip that car around the track like consistently, and it was just a whole different, like you said, it's a whole different car. Like he had just more power under the hood, it seemed, and just more downforce. But I mean, second place in points, just not bad, especially compared to how overpowered the controller was with this car, and the Mustang RSRs. I think GT4 is going to be the next car for season 31, and I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait for these close battles. But congrats again on the win here at Historic Le Mans, and it's going to be exciting to get the new season fired back up for next week.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
So that's going to be it for tonight. Join us Monday night for, where are we going for Formula One?
That'll be China.
We'll be going at probably the worst Formula One track ever created, China. We will see you. Hopefully we don't catch COVID. And Monday night, be there. We're going to have a lot of fun. I've been William the Zebra Alcala signing off, and we will see you Monday night.